Hey gang, welcome back to my shop. This is Mark LeBlanc. So today is January 5th, 2020, and the reason I mention this is to provide a little bit of context. In the last couple of weeks, two guys that I follow pretty religiously on YouTube, Steve Ramsey of the Woodworking for Mere Mortals channel and James Hamilton of Stumpy Nubs Woodworking, both chimed in and produced 3 separate videos that talked about this tool, a biscuit joiner. Now, I've had this tool for a very long time. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 20 years. Anyways, I've had it for a long time and I've used it on everything that made sense, especially jointing 2 boards like the ones that you see here. Now, my goal is not to chime in on that discussion and say whether or not this tool is useful or useless. My goal is very different. You see, what happened when I was looking at James's video is I noticed as he's showing the results of joining 2 boards that the boards coming out precisely very even. They match perfectly. The joint is really nice and solid and it's matching perfectly. And I rarely get those results. So that got me, asking some questions of what am I doing wrong or what is wrong? And I started doing some research and I stumbled upon another video, and I'll put a link to that. The video is done by Andy Mack of, let me get the name straight, of Gosforth Handyman channel. And he talked about how to clean the unit and how to align it, because what he found out and what he relates in his video is that the base plate, this plate right here, is often misaligned with the blade, and the units ship that way. So when you get the unit and you start using it, unless you've done a misalignment, well, your blade is going to be misaligned. And guess what? My blade was very misaligned, because I rushed back into my shop as soon as I saw that video and took a look at this, and on this side it was fairly even with the body of the jointer, but on this side there was a noticeable difference. So just by unscrewing these 2 top screws and just playing around with it, you can really align this pretty easily, which I did. So the first question I had was, well, did it fix my problem? We'll find out. The second thing that Andy mentioned in his video is that you should either use the guide fence, which is this guy right here, or put it aside and just align your pieces using the base plate. Use either one, not both. So my second question was, well, what would be the best method for me, or where would I get the best results? So what I did is I took these 2 boards of cherry, and got them planed down to the same height, or same thickness rather. I put lines on my board, and I'll show you that in a second. I have an A joint and I have a B joint. And on the A joint, what I'm doing is I'm using my guide fence. And on the B joint, I'm just using the base plate. And I ran biscuits on both of those joints. Time to see what the results are. So I have 2 number 20 biscuits. This is side A. So let me just quickly do a dry fit. Alright. And just by touch, I mean, this bottom joint is perfectly even. This one is a slight imperfection, but it might be just because my boards are a little bit twisted, but frankly, this is a huge improvement from what I had before. What I had before was really distinctive unevenness that required a lot of planing or a lot of sanding. Certainly not a very good joint. So side A, the one using the guide fence, thumbs up. Side B. Again, just a simple dry fit, and I have to admit, I'm getting basically the same results. On this edge, it's perfectly even. Beautiful. On this edge, there's a slight unevenness, pretty much the same thing that I noticed with my A-joint. So both methods work. I'm used to using the guide fence and just putting my tool over an empty space and using that, so that I'll probably just keep on using that technique. So, what conclusion on this? If you have one of these, verify that your base plate is in fact even or aligned with your blade. Take a look at Andy's video. Again, the link will be below. It's really, really easy to do. And I hope that that is going to improve the results the same way that it's improved my results. Mark LeBlanc here. I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. I'd like to hear some comments. If you've got any questions or any comments on this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.